What is up, YouTube? It is Xole, and we're back with another video. Alright, it is late, and I think it's gonna rain. So, I was just thinking, let's make a chill lo-fi beat from scratch. Recently, I realized that 70% of the people who watch my channel are not subscribed. So, YouTube actually implemented a really cool new game. While you're watching videos, there are red boxes next to channel names, and if you click on the red box, it's actually going to turn gray. It's really cool. And if you're on your phone, it's just a red word. I forget what the word is, but it's just a red word, and that word actually becomes gray if you click on it too. So the way you win the game is if you turn whatever is red into gray. Alright, you don't have to subscribe to the channel. But if at the end of this video you're like, hey, this was a chill video, I like how he walked through his beat, then, you know, consider hitting that sub button. You can always unsubscribe later. Thank you. Okay, here's a sneak peek of the beat that I ended up making. Alright, here is my project. I ended up recording a grand piano and a bright marimba before this video because I wanted to make sure that I had a good structure. But once I got these chords down, I was like, alright, we're set. Let's make this beat now. So, in all my videos, I strictly use Ableton Live stock instruments. So if you have Ableton, good for you. You can follow right along. Yeah, let me just show you how I recorded these instruments. So let's just turn off this bright marimba. The first thing that I did before I threw in this grand piano is I actually set the tempo, the BPM, to 83 because most Ableton projects they start at 120, but I wanted to bring it down a little bit just to give it more of a slow, lo-fi, chill vibe. Alright, so what I ended up doing is I ended up just inserting a MIDI track, so right-clicking, insert MIDI track, and then I went to my instruments, instrument rack, piano and keys, grand piano. A lot of lo-fi music uses grand pianos. They just like that, you know, dirty piano feel. So once I had the grand piano in, I knew I was set. I just pressed this little red button, so now the grand piano is recording, and then I plugged in my piano right here, and what I ended up doing is I ended up hitting this metronome, and then I just pressed play. And there's our metronome. And then I played these chords. Alright, there we go. We have the general chords. So I'm just going to do Control E, Control E. There we go. That's perfect. I kind of want to start the beat off with the just straight chords. And then once the drums come in, we're going to get this more... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Don't press that button, whatever that was. Once the drums come in, I want the beat to use this piano right here. Okay. This note. is not in, so let's move it. There we go. So once the drums come in, we want to start the beat off with this. And I actually think I want this part. Alright, sounding good. And then for the bright marimba, I did the same thing. So now the piano is going to come. I like that. It's chill. It's lo-fi-esque. But I think I want to pitch it down a little bit. So I'm just going to grab all of these notes in this chord. And then I'm going to go, let's try moving them down by 1 semitone. See how that sounds? Whoa. Okay. Forgot to move these guys down. I like that. Let's keep moving them down. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's obviously it. So let's go over here, grab all these notes. Instead of dragging, you can actually do Control A. There we go. And I think it was 3 semitones. And then we're going to do the same with this marimba. 1, 2, 3. And then the bright marimba is going to come in. And we want the drums right here. So next step is throwing on some audio effects. So we definitely want reverb on both of these tracks. Reverb is essential. Ableton has some great reverbs. Okay, audio effects are in. So the piano, I threw in some RC20 to give it a little bit of this wobble and then some distortion. And then I threw in some Valhalla reverb. This is my favorite plugin ever. Best reverb there is. And then I threw in an EQ to take off some of these super highs. So this is our new piano. You can feel that wobble just so perfect. Alright, and then on the mallets, we ended up doing a lot. We threw in a glue compressor to keep all of the notes kind of the same. And then we threw in a sketch cassette, which Ramzoid uses. I recently got this super sick plugin. It's kind of like RC20. And then we threw in some more reverb and then some EQ to keep it on the highs and then some auto pan to move it, you know, between your ears. So this marimba now turns into this. Next step, I do want to throw in some ambience. Yeah, lo-fi, you gotta throw in some some people talking or a car engine starting or like some rain. So I have some like ambient sound effects. Let's see what I can grab. Okay, I ended up throwing in some water sound and this is what it sounds like. And the sound kind of stops. Right here it changes, so what I ended up doing is I ended up just dragging it like this and then using these faders to mix it in. And now it's longer than it should be, which is great. What I do want to do though is, first of all, it's too loud, but I want to do Control D, duplicate it, and then I want to move this 150 to the left, this 150 to the right, and now if you solo both of them, it's going to kind of sound the same, but if you move one of them, let's move it like that, to the right a little bit. So now the sound effects are going to sound different. There's going to be, you know, little splashes differently. And now moving one to the left and one to the right is going to make a crazy difference. So if you have headphones in, alright, so I ended up grouping these two tracks. One is to the left, one is to the right. And then I threw in some side widener to widen the sound, and then some reverb to give it a little bit more space. And then as you can see, the EQ range is pretty small because I don't want this water sound effect to, take up the track. It's going to be super quiet, but a great entrance into the song. So water and then chords. Oh yeah. So I kind of want this section to be chill. I might throw in like a speech, people talking, maybe like an announcer talking or something like that. Give it some tape delay, something interesting. And then drums are going to come in right here. So yeah, let's throw in a kick. All right, here's our kick. It is my Angry Kick from my Indie Wave sound pack. Snagged the sound pack. It's got some really cool lo-fi sounds. I also have a strictly lo-fi sound pack if you want to check that out. The link is in the description. So here's our kick. Just, super chill. Not taken away from the track. I think I want this water sound effect to keep going. There we go. There we go. Alright, on to a snare, and I know the perfect snare to use. I've got some great lo-fi snares in my Smiley lo-fi sound pack, but I am working on my very first drum kit, which has got some crazy sounds. So I think you're gonna like this sound. This like lo-fi snare rim shot thing, it's called my lo-fi wood, and all I had to do was throw in an EQ to take off some of these lows, and it's just perfect. Oh yeah. This one's a little bit lower right here. Woo! Crazy. Alright, next up is perks, and perks are probably my favorite things about a beat. Alright, here are our two perk tracks. So first up, we got this track called Shiny, and I added this super cool sound effect from Decap's Drums That Knock. Drums that knock, you wouldn't really put them in a lo-fi track, but this sound effect is crazy, especially when I add it on top of my lo-fi wood snare. So this chain just has some side widener, some reverb, and then some EQ to take out some lows. When I make perks, gotta take out the lows, and gotta add some reverb. On top of that, we have this chain track, which has a little perk right there, and then a little chain sound. So it also has auto pan, so some of these perks are going to be on your left, some of them are going to be on your right. Oh yeah. Okay, what I want to do is I want to take out the water sound effect right here. So when this little decap sound effect comes in, I want the water sound effect to come out. And that's just going to kind of isolate that sound effect and give a lot more groove to the beat. Let's see if it's even noticeable. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Almost forgot to add the white noise. White noise is essential in a lo-fi track, and I know the perfect white noise to use. Alright, here is our white noise. It is from my Smiley lo-fi sound pack. There we go. I just threw in this EQ, so it usually sounds like this. I just wanted the highs. There we go. I'm liking this. Let's just grab all of these guys, duplicate them out. I want to add in a bass, so I'm going to insert a MIDI track. All my basses are red, just letting you know. And then I'm going to go to my instruments, and then we're going to go to basses. Let's try to find a cool sounding bass. I think the rock electric could work, especially if we throw on an EQ and kind of take out the highs. So what we're going to do, okay, well, chill out. What we're going to do is we're just going to grab this grand piano, hold down Control, move it down here. And now this bass is going to be playing these notes, but we don't want it to be playing the chords. The reason I did this is because I just want these notes right here. Okay, maybe the first one's lower. And then let's also make them be on the grid. Okay, I might want to drag out these chords over here and then delete the mallet. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think the next step, if this is going to be a step at all, is dragging this guy out. As you know, I'm no guitar player, so this might not even work, and I'm just going to cut this out of the video, but I'm just going to loop the beat and see if I can come up with any, cool guitar additions to the beat. And if I come up with something, I'm going to record it on this mic. So let's see if I come up with something. That's it right there. Okay, it has been about 20 to 30 minutes of me moving these notes around because I'm not that good at guitar. So I had to, move the notes around to get them on beat. But I'm so excited. This actually turned out so well. I don't know how, but it sounds great. What I ended up doing is I ended up recording that little riff that I just showed y'all, and then I did it twice. So here's the first one. Let's give it a listen. Alright, now we're going to throw in this glue compressor, kind of glue it together. And then this flanger, make it a little wavy. Oh yeah. And then sketch cassette with blah 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 blah. And then sketch cassette to do kind of the same thing. And then on this group, the EQ8 is taking off these highs. And then adding reverb. Come on. And now we're going to move this one to the right. And then here's another track. I'm playing the same notes, but I'm doing it at a different time, so it sounds cool on your left and right ear. Here is our guitar. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. My computer's getting a little loud. It didn't like me recording for 53 minutes, so I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do, but I'm used to it. I'm really excited for this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I had an old lo-fi video. I also have a Joji tutorial, but those were kind of the two only lo-fi tracks that I made on this channel, so I'm really excited on how this beat turned out. Really like it. The full track is going to be in the description. Be sure to check it out. Yeah. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, consider hitting that subscribe button. You can always unsubscribe later. Peace. Follow me on Insta, Prod by Xole.